So welcome back again, guys. Now today we will move on to part 3 of our lecture, and that is few more formulas. A little more formulas basically. So cos square, you might be thinking why I started like this. And I want to show you a very interesting relation. I mean, it is interesting to me, and I hope it will be interesting for you also. I want to show you a relationship between cos square and cos. Okay, that is, let me take you to Desmos. Yep. So here I'll put cos square x. This is the cos square x graph. Why it all comes in the positive? Why it all comes in the positive is because when you're squaring a function, minus 1 becomes 1, right? So usually this is cos x, and I'll put cos x. This is cos x. Why it comes in the positive? Because minus 1 will become 1, and so it will come in the positive direction. When you square the function, all the values will become positive, because all negative values will become, square of a negative is always positive. Now what I want to show is, I want to show you a relationship between these two. Can you look at the graph very carefully? What should I do to make this green? This green is cos square, cos x. See, what should I do to make this cos x graph the same like this graph? What should I do to make this green graph the same as the blue graph? Let me see. First of all, everything is in the positive direction. If this green graph goes up, then it will be more better, right? So let me do that. What can I do to make it up? I cannot so what can I do? If I add everything by 1, it will go one step higher, right? Guys, just go to this site desmos.com, and you can play with graphs. I will tell you, it's a wonderful site. It's a wonderful wonderful programming site, and if you just go, you can just play with graphs. So play with each formulas and see, it will be fun for you also. So cos x, I will add this with 1, so I'll do 1 plus. Wow, see, everything became in the positive direction. Why? Because minus 1 plus 1 is 0. It became to 0, and it just went up. It just went a step up. So now I'm a little more closer, but look at this graph. This is a very big one, and this is a small one. So I need to skew it. I just want to skew it. What can I do to skew it? I can change the input. Cos x, if I make it cos 2x. Whoa. Okay, let me see. I'll make it 3x. Oh wait, that is too small. I'll make it 2x itself. Okay. I'm getting a little more closer. Fine. Now let me see. What should I do? Oh wait, look at this. This green graph looks like it's exactly double the blue graph, right? This blue graph is value is 1. This is 2. It looks like it is exactly double. So what can I do? I will half it. I will half this. Whoa, it disappeared. It didn't see why. Why it disappeared? Not because it's overlapping. See, it is overlapping because it's exactly the same. Guys, did you see what just happened? I found a relationship between cos square and cos 2x. See, I found a relationship between a function and its square. See, is it possible for any other number? Just think. 4 into 4 4 square is 16. How can you make 4 and 4 equal to 16? Is it possible? Can you multiply by 2? Will it come? No. 4 into 2 is 8. 4 square is 16. What about 5? 5 into 2 is 10. 5 square is 25. Can you ever make them equal? So if you have, so this is a very important function, a square of the function, you are able to equate it to the function itself. Now let us go back to our PPT. Looking at our PPT, we see how did we get the formula? Cos square theta is equal to, first, we put the cos theta, we make every value positive by adding 1, then we squeeze the graph, so it will become 1 plus cos 2 theta, then we half it. So this is what we basically did, and guys, this is a very important formula. Remember this, cos square theta is equal to 1 plus cos 2 theta divided by 2. Now from this formula we will go and derive few more formulas. As per our title for today, we will derive few more formulas. So actually, we are learning a lot of things today. So do, if it is necessary, do listen to the video 2 times or 3 times and make sure you really understand it. Okay, so now we came to know that cos square theta is equal to 1 plus cos 2 theta divided by 2. Now let us play with this formula. Let us basically just play. Okay, don't worry about it, just play with it. Now we know sine square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. We know that. Let us substitute for cos square theta in this. That means cos square theta will be 1 minus sine square theta, right? I will substitute this in this, and let us see what happens. Okay, that means 1 minus sine square theta is equal to 1 plus cos 2 theta divided by 2, which implies I am multiplying 2 with both sides. That will be 2 minus 2 sine square theta is equal to 1 plus cos 2 theta. Now this will be I will put cos 2 theta here. Okay, cos 2 theta I will put here is equal to, I'll put the 1 into this side, so it will be 2 minus 1 minus 2 sine square theta is equal to 1 minus 2 sine square theta. Wow, man, we have reached another equation. Now we are able to, before we were able to make a relationship between cos square and cos. Now we are able to make a relationship between sine square and cos. Okay, so just basically with all the formulas, just play with it, you will get different formulas. Now this is one pretty important formula, so let me write it down. That is cos 2 theta is equal to 1 minus 2 sine square theta. Okay, remember this is a pretty important formula. Now can we play with it more? Is it possible? Let us think. Suppose I want to write it in the form of tan. See, cos to theta, now cos to theta I can write it in the form of cos to theta I can write in the form of sines, sine square, cos square. But I am a little more crazy. I'm a little more mad, think of me a little more mad, and I want to write it as in the form of tan square. How to write this in the form of tan square? Hey, wait, tan is sine by cos. That means tan square should be sine square by cos square. Yep, that's it. Yes, let me divide. I'll divide everything. I will divide everything. Wait, why is this not moving? Okay, sorry. So I will divide the whole thing by cos square. So dividing by cos square theta, whole dividing by cos square theta. Let me see what happens. This implies cos to theta by cos square theta. Let it be like that. We will solve it later. Is equal to 1 by cos square theta. That will be sec square theta minus 2 minus 2 divided by 2 into sine square divided by cos square. That will be the one that we waited for, 2 tan square theta. But now in a problematic terms I will sec and all come. What I'm going to do? Hey, do you remember this formula? Sec squared theta, this also you studied last year. Sec squared theta minus tan squared theta is equal to 1. We studied this last year, remember? Sec squared theta minus tan squared theta is equal to 1. This is the second trigonometric identity that you studied. Okay, so I have sec, so I can write this as sec squared theta is equal to 1 plus tan squared theta. Guys, write this down. Okay, write this down, then only you will be able to remember it after the video is over. So I will substitute this in the other one. So this will be sorry, this, okay. My screen is playing with me. Okay, this will be implies cos 2 theta divided by cos square theta equal to sec square is 1 minus tan square theta minus 2 tan square theta. So that's 1 plus tan square theta minus 2 tan square theta, and that will be is equal to 1 plus minus 2, that will be 1 minus tan square theta. Wow, that's an amazing formula, man. Come on, I completely just took off that sec. But there is one more problem. This cos square is there. What will I do with this cos square? Any idea? Very interesting. Very interesting. Hey, another idea. See, cos 2 theta by cos square, cos 2 theta divided by cos square is equal to cos 2 theta into sec square theta, right? 1 by cos square is sec square. That means this sec square I can make it as tan, right? That is cos 2 theta is equal to 1 plus tan square theta. Wow. Now I will combine these two terms. So it will be cos 2 theta is equal to 1 plus tan square theta divided by 1 minus tan square theta. Wow, 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 sabash. See, now my aim is done. I have cos 2 theta in the form of sine square, in the form of cos square, and now at last I have it in the form of tan square also. So this is what happens, when you just play with the formula. Just use you just substitute. Now if you want, you can substitute sine and cos here. One sine square is plus cos square is 1. Just play with the formula, my friends, and see what all you get. Why this is much important, why we all do this? Because suppose, see, why we all find this formulas is, because we do not know what data we will have. For example, I'll tell you one example. Suppose I have my equation is y is equal to x square. To find y, I always need x, right? Right. But suppose I have another equation, x is equal to 2h, and h is given to me. Then from this I can find x, and from this I can find y, right? So it depends, your formulas, how much you should go, how much formulas you should use, which all you should, depends on the data that you know. Now in this world, there are, when you go to find mysteries and when you go to find hidden patterns, we don't have all the data. For example, one place where trigonometry can be used is, for example, I have a tower. Okay, it doesn't look like a tower, but you get it. I have a tower, or this consider this as a stream. Okay, this doesn't look like a tower. This is insulting. I don't want this. Let me look for a signboard. Okay, signboard on the road. Do not pass. Okay, signboard is there. Now this signboard, because it was in the afternoon, the sun was there, so it has shadow. A shadow comes. Now how to find the length of this shadow? The length of the shadow will change with the direction of the with the movement of the sun. I mean, with the movement of the earth actually. But so how to find length of the shadow? I know that this shadow is always perpendicular with this, right? Of course it's always perpendicular because this thing is straight. Therefore this is actually a right triangle. Now I know this, and if I know this length, this will be, suppose this is h. This is what is, how, if this is x, what is x? I know this, so I know this adjacent side, and I know this opposite side. Adjacent by opposite, what is that? Cot. I mean, of course, I consider this as my theta. So this is my adjacent, this is my height. I get cot. So by just knowing the height and this angle, I can find this distance of the shadow. Suppose I don't know the angle, what will I do? Very good question. So what I need to do is, I need to find, I need to go around and measure x, and if I find these two values, then I can find this angle. By finding h and x, then I can find this angle. Then using this angle, I can apply sine or cos, adjacent by hypotenuse or opposite by hypotenuse, and then I can find hypotenuse. I can find the distance. See, there are a lot of ways, trigonometry is really useful in engineering, in so basically in architecture, in in wave. I told you that sine has this wave pattern. So the telephone waves, the mobile network, how it works, all works in waves. Electricity, it is a wave. You will study that in physics. So in all these things, trigonometry is very much useful, and applied trigonometry is a very useful and important subject. Now that I think that, so that is why so we go for more and more formulas. Why? So that whatever data we have, we can just substitute it directly and get it. So I don't want you to completely by heart these formulas, try to understand how these formulas come. So one formula was cos square theta is equal to 1 plus cos 2 theta by 2. Another was cos 2 theta is equal to 1 minus 2 sin square theta. Cos 2 theta is equal to 1 plus tan square theta divided by 1 minus tan square theta. So we studied a lot about cos 2 theta formulas. Now let us study about sin 2 theta. We should not show any partiality. So we studied about cos 2 theta. Let us study about sin 2 theta. Let me change my color. Yep. So sin 2 theta is actually equal to, by a simple look on it, we'll see that it looks like sin theta plus theta, right? Theta plus theta is 2 theta. Now this is in the format of sin a plus b. Now what is sin of a plus b? Sin a cos b plus cos b sin a. So let me write that. So sin a cos b plus cos b sin a. Now because a and b are same, the answer is kind of repeating. So this is actually sin theta cos theta plus cos theta sin theta. That is basically 2 sin theta cos theta. Wow, man, this is a good formula. So guys, you just see what you got. You just got that sin double the angle is equal to 2 times sin theta cos theta. A very simple formula. Sin 2 theta is equal to 2 sin theta cos theta. You can remember this. You will have to use this in physics also when you study. So this is one formula. Then another one I will tell you. Wait. So we studied cos 2 theta. We made it in the form of tan. Tan square, tan and all we made it. So can we make sin 2 theta in the form of tan? Let us think. Now this sin theta, this thing, if I divide to make this tan, sin I should divide by cos. But if I divide this by cos, this cos and this cos will get cancelled. So my cos will go. So I can't allow that. So I'll divide by cos square. So one cos will get cancelled by cos, and then there will be other cos to make it tan. Let me make it more clearer to you. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to divide the whole thing by cos square theta. So what happens? This implies sin 2 theta whole divided by cos square theta is equal to 2 sin theta cos theta whole divided by cos square theta. Now if you guys look carefully, one cos and one cos gets cancelled. Then I have sin 2 theta divided by cos square theta. Now guys, let me tell you something. When you write cos square and cos 2 theta, write it very neatly. Why? Because your cos square theta should not appear as cos 2 theta. The whole mark will go, then the whole answer will be wrong. So make sure you write it very carefully. Okay. Now sin 2 theta divided by cos square theta is equal to 2 sin by cos 2 tan theta. Now I'm getting nearer to the answer. Now I need to deal with this thing. So sin 2 theta divided by cos square theta, I can write it as sine 2 theta into sec square theta, right? This is equal to 2 tan theta. Now, because it is 1 by cos square, 1 by cos square I can write it as sec square. Now, what else? Sec square tan we know, right? We know what relation is there. So that means sine 2 theta into 1 plus tan square. Sec square theta is equal to 1 plus tan square theta is equal to 2 tan theta, which implies sine 2 theta is equal to 2 tan theta whole divided by 1 plus tan square theta. Oh man, what happened to my screen? Okay. Okay, so sometimes my screen plays with me. Okay, so sine 2 theta is equal to 2 tan theta divided by 1 plus tan square theta. It's an amazing formula. Why? Because see, I don't know whether it's interesting, but it really interests me, to get the final answer by doing different things, by, because even when I remember, even when I studied, no one taught, this, how this formula came and all. We had to study it by heart, but I don't know whether you find it interesting, so you can derive it by yourself. By just knowing some basic formulas, you can derive it by yourself and study. So don't memorize it, guys. Try to derive it. Try to there are simple techniques. Try to remember the trigonometric identities you studied in 10th last year, and you just need to know sine of minus theta is minus sine theta, cos of minus theta is cos theta, and this sine of 90 minus theta is cos. So simple things like this, and with that you can derive amazing formulas, amazing relationships. Okay, so now let us just there's one more thing that I want to show you, that is, we studied what is sine 2 theta. That is, just now we saw it is 2 tan theta divided by 1 plus tan square theta. Nice. We also saw what is cos 2 theta. Because I wrote this in the form of tan, let me also write this also, cos 2 theta also in the form of tan. That will be 1 minus tan square theta whole divided by 1 plus, okay, plus looks like something else, 1 plus tan square theta. Now, if I know sine 2 theta and if I know cos 2 theta, what can I find? Actually, I can find everything else. That is the truth. I can find everything else. But when I have sine and cos, the first thing that comes to our mind is tan, because sine divided by cos is tan. So, because of these two formulas, I am actually able to find tan now. That is, tan of 2 theta is sine 2 theta divided by cos 2 theta. So this divided by this, that will be 2 tan theta whole divided by 1 minus tan square theta. Phew, man. See the formula that we have arrived. Now, yeah, so it is, I would say this is a really amazing amazing, not discovery, it's an amazing conclusion to which we have arrived. So yeah, please go through all this, study this formula, write down these formulas, practice these formulas, I would say. Learn how to derive them again and again. Stress on the same thing, learn how to derive them so that you will never forget this in your academic life. And yeah, I think that will be all. And now we will move on to something else then. So let us look to sine 3 theta. So now we already studied about sine theta, and we studied about cos theta. We studied about sine 2 theta. We studied about cos 2 theta. Now let us study about sine 3 theta and cos 3 theta. Now you might want to ask, sir, will this go like this, sine 4 theta, 5 theta, 6 theta? No, don't worry, we'll stop here. Sine 3 theta and cos 3 theta. So how to find what is sine 3 theta? Sine 3 theta, it's pretty easy. It is, sine 3 theta is equal to sine theta plus 2 theta. Now this is sine A plus B. What is sine A plus B? Sine A cos B plus cos A sine B. Now just open it up. I need to bring everything in the form of sine. So sine theta is okay. Cos 2 theta, how to bring it in sine? 1 minus 2 sine square theta. So this will be sine theta into 1 minus 2 sine square theta. Okay. Cos theta, this also I need to bring it in sine theta form. How to do that? Or what can I do is sine 2 theta, I can write it as this. I can write it as cos theta. Sine 2 theta will be 2 sine theta cos theta. Now this I will open. This implies sine theta minus 2 sine cube theta. Now plus this 2 I will write. This cos and this cos will be cos square. So I'll put that at the last. So 2 sine theta. Now cos square theta. Now this cos square I can write it as 1 minus sine square. So this implies sine theta minus 2 sine cube theta plus 2 sine theta into 1 minus sine square theta. So this is equal to sine theta minus 2 sine cube theta plus, I'll open this one, that will be 2 sine theta minus 2 sine cube theta. Now let me bring everything together. Sine theta plus 2 sine theta, it will be 3 sine theta minus 2 sine cube theta minus 2 sine cube theta. It will be minus 2 minus 2 minus 4. Minus 4 sine cube theta. So guys, this is the formula. Please note it down. It is a pretty important formula. That is sine 3 theta. Sine of 3 theta is equal to 3 sine theta minus 4 sine cube theta. Yeah. Now like this itself you can find for cos. That I will not do. I will give it to you as homework. So cos 3 theta will also be cos 2 theta plus theta or theta plus 2 theta, however you want. Solve this and you will get the final answer. So do not skip it, because it will of course come for your this year's exam, next year's exam, all every time. This formulas are pretty much important formulas, so do look through them. So thank you guys for listening. That will be all for today.